Rogue Agent is a very intriguing crime thriller film. Didn't hear much about this one being released. A low-budget film, character-driven, based on a true story about Alice Archer. She works for a law firm. She's a career-driven woman who doesn't do much. And after some celebration, a car salesman tries to talk her up, and she shuts him down rather rudely. She apologizes the next day, and he's a very handsome, suave man named Robert Hansen. However, that's not his real name. At the beginning of the film, he says that he is an MI5 agent, but he's lying, and he recruits 3 young university students to sort of become brainwashed of sorts. He says, "We're on the run now. The work that you helped me with ended up being pissing off the IRA. They're after you now." And unbeknownst to his victims, they were being kidnapped, and they were being frauded into thinking they were on the run, so they couldn't go home. And then Robert would bilk their parents of money. And of course, the police don't investigate because there are calls home saying that she's safe or he is safe. So Alice now finds herself in the crosshairs of this con man. And the first half of this movie is a little bit slow. It's more of a romance thriller. But I really liked how it was kind of creepy in a way that sort of reminded me of serial killer films or horror films where a woman is just sort of duped slowly. And it's done in a very simplistic way, but it was just really unnerving. This is more of a psychological thriller than a crime action thriller. There's no foot chases or shootouts or anything. This is about trying to catch a dangerous man who is really good at what he does. And he's got so many victims. And the second half is basically the chase and the hunt, and Alice basically getting some allies to take him down. It's a very enthralling and intriguing story. Apparently, the real-life Robert Freegard was a way more dangerous than the movie sort of lets on. This movie kind of plays it safe a little bit. Doesn't want to be too gruesome, but he was a pretty nasty man in real life, and brought to amazing life by James Norton. And of course, Gemma Arterton's really great as Alice too. She's a very strong character in her own right. I really like the battle of wills between these two. Very interesting psychological games. The amount of gaslighting and sort of little tricks he comes out with are really good to make you doubt yourself. And it is really intriguing and character focused. I really liked this movie, and I gave it a 7 out of 10.